Now that everything is dry, I'm beginning the process of adding some what I think of as like base embellishments. This is not going to be exactly how it looks when it's done, but I want to do some things that build some contrast here, that add some detail to this piece. Some things I want to do before others. And what I want to do here is what I've got is I took a Sharpie. I took a Sharpie because I don't worry so much about archival quality on my mixed media pieces. And it was the best, widest tip pen I had. And I just went along the edge of each heart with black. And I did this because I want a really big contrast here and something to build up upon, which we'll see as this piece progresses. So I did that. And now what I've done is I have these crepe paper rub-ons from the kit. And I've started rubbing on. Here I've got 2 little branches, some little numbers. So I'm just kind of starting to rub on some accents here. And I really like this one because it's the exact perfect size to go across. And I just need to figure out where it is. Now these rub-ons are interesting. These are really good. These crepe paper ones are really good for my project because some rub-ons really want to hold on to their sheet. They really want to stick. These ones do not. These ones want to pull right off of the sheet. So that means you're going to have to be careful that you don't accidentally touch them. And you can see I'm rubbing with my finger gently just to make sure that everything is stuck down. So as I was saying, you're going to have to be careful because if you're handling the raw rub-on, it's going to want to just pop right off that sheet. But it's really great for your project because especially on a kind of textured surface like this, they're going to come right off. Now, what I want to do next here is I've already done it a couple times because it takes so long on a project like this and it's so boring. I took a stamp, a Simon Says stamp exclusive stamp set that comes with the kit, and I took this heart one right here and put it on a little acrylic block, and I've got some embossing ink. Just tapped it on there and pressed it onto a couple places onto the heart. It doesn't show up now. And then I used the clear embossing powder that's in the kit, sprinkled it on, shook off the excess, and used my heat tool to heat set it. So that now what I can do, I'm going to take this gold gelato, which is part of the kit, and I'm going to rub a little bit here, and then I'm going to come in with my finger and rub it around a little, but you can see it's picking up where those embossed hearts are. And this is going to give us just kind of another fun little detail. And this gold color is going to be great because it's going to be kind of an antiqued accent to my piece here. Kind of give it a little age. And I'm not exactly sure where all I have those hearts, so I'm just rubbing the gelato directly on there. Now, normally I don't like to rub gelatos directly onto paper. I get a lot of streaking issues, and just color-wise, it's not a real smooth finish. I'll get a lot of, well, I'll show you. If I rub it directly on paper, you see how, even no matter how much I rub it, you're gonna see where that streak is. Well, because these papers got treated with the perfect paper adhesive, it's not a raw paper surface anymore. It's got a slick, well, not slick because it's a matte finish, but it does have a finish to it. So you're able to get a much smoother blend. And that's another reason why I like to make sure on a project like this, I have that covering my edges because I like to see. And now I'm just coming in here and you could use a tool, I'm sure. I just find my finger works the absolute best. And really, I'm just kind of adding, you can see those hearts showing up. Oh, I just love that. I love the way the clear embossing looks, and you'll really see it in the detail photos. But it adds so much, and I'm really just kind of darkening up this bigger heart quite a bit here. Really just leaving the middle plain and the rest of it much darker. This little heart, not so much. I'm just doing a few little bits here. And then I'll just, whatever residual is here on my finger is there. Now, do I want any more of these? I kind of like these little parts here, so I might use those. I also put a rub-on bird onto this pattern paper, so I was thinking it would be kind of sweet. But now that I'm looking at it, I don't feel like this bird style is working for the kind of more aged look that we're going for here. So I'm just going to set that to the side. We'll work that out for some other project. I will look at some more hearts though. I do so enjoy putting hearts and Valentine's on projects. So I think I am going to go ahead and add the Happy Valentine's Day. The colors of this, it really feels like a Valentine's Day project. I thought about doing the Will You Be My Valentine stamp versus this Happy Valentine's Day rub-on, but I think that this is going to work just a little bit better for me in what I'm doing. But then again, I'm not so sure. Actually, I'm not so sure, so I'm going to hang on to this. And what I will actually do here is I'll actually, if that happens where I think I want to rub on and change my mind, and I've already cut it apart, I'll just put a staple in there and that should work. Oh, my stapler's jammed. Of course it is. I'm filming a video. Okay, so unjam the stapler and fix that up and try that again. So I just stick a little staple in it. That way everything stays together. The rub-on can't get ruined. And I know where it is. I can always just set it like on a little dish here on my desk. There's a lot of stuff I can do there. This cute little heart jar was part of the kit. I may end up using it. I'm kind of still undecided on that one. But anyhow, let's go back to these little hearts that we were playing around with. I think I want to put a couple of them here. And again, these rub-ons go on super easy. Really delighted with how they're going on for this kind of a project. Oops, and I just tore a heart, and that's okay. I should be able to, yeah, I can set it down there and fix it up. If you can't, you can, oh, no, it doesn't want to go. Well, that's okay. What I can do when this kind of a thing happens, I can just kind of, I'm just going to kind of sketch in the rest of the heart. We can always make do. No worries. Okay. And I'm going to hit this with the heat tool just to make sure that that ink dries. Excuse me. Make sure that ink dries so we don't end up with big smears of things anywhere. And then this says Happy Valentine's Day. I was thinking if we could... Oh, I think I'll put it right down here. Oh, that might get covered though, so... maybe I'll leave it down here. I like how the text, I'm able to kind of tie in the text with that paper, the book paper that was in the kit. And now what I'm going to do, I've got these rub-ons down. I've got some blank space up here. I kind of like that. I kind of like that it's offset. But what I'm going to do now is go like this. Real precise measurements here. And then using my very favorite tool, also known as my finger, I am coating everything with anything that has a rub-on or gelatos or anything else. I'm coating it with perfect paper adhesive. If you're wondering why the heck would I do that, there's a couple reasons. Reason number one, you see I did get the ink is bleeding a little bit. That's okay. I can fix that up. Couple reasons. Number one, the gelatos don't set by themselves. In other words, they're kind of similar to like a watercolor medium in that they will keep blending and mixing in with whatever colors you're adding and that kind of thing. So that's one thing. Another thing, and I'm taking a popsicle stick along here because I'm trying to get like, trying to define along the edge of these hearts here, and I'm thinking this might, long term, this is going to be good, I think. We'll find out. Anyway, so that's one thing. Another thing with this is the rub-ons. They're stuck on there, but how stuck are they really? They don't have the strongest of adhesives, so by doing what I just did and going around just kind of adding a layer of this over the top, what it's kind of doing for me is adding a little more stability. It's also sealing in those rub-ons so that now if I go and do more stuff to this project, the rub-ons are sealed, that gold gelato is sealed so that I've altered the color of my heart. And those little embossed hearts, of course, are in there and definitely sealed up. So now that we got our base together, in the first video. In this second video, you've watched me add what I call the base accents. In other words, starting the accents. We're not finishing touches and that kind of stuff. We're not there yet. Everything needs to dry, but we're off to a good start. And I'll be back for a third video where we finish up this fun little canvas.